So, um, so, this group of fellow mist adventurers are going to be chasing down two objectives, effectively. One is Shorezi has taken the urn, the mysterious, magical, very destructive urn from Ferda's tribe, as well as I can't remember your Keskion's hometown as well. What their connection is, we still don't know. There's also from I forget who had the vision. There was a vision that Team Nexus Dominarium had. Oh no, you guys were scrying or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a scry on the other Irina and Ismark, and there was a bloody corpse where they were, and you guys know that they were heading to the village of Barovia. So, what's their deal? And since both people are in the same area, let's go investigate. So let's not worry about, for these like little mini arcs, let's not worry about canonically like, but we just left dinner. Yeah, we left dinner. You guys eventually reconvene at some point, like, let's go do a thing, while other people are doing something else. So, with our group, we have Ferda, Velathor, Lucia, Seraphina, and Keskion, and me. I'm the plus one. Let's just have a scene of the technically six of you, the five of you. Let's say we reconvene at some point. You guys are having like your long rest or whatnot. So also go through your character sheet, make sure you guys are topped off while you guys are doing this. What do you guys want to discuss as you guys are planning to get to the village of Barovia? We can say we are in since we have one of the two tiny huts here. We are in Lucia's opalescent purple tiny hut bubble. So this is during a long rest portion.
I think that Lucia would definitely let you guys know that the Irina and Ismark that you were traveling with were suspect. She would say, she would ask, did you guys notice anything funny about your Irina and Ismark? Like a general question to the group of you.
I don't recall meeting her personally. Since I was a relatively new addition to the group, I'm assuming Valetor can probably tell you more about her.
Yeah, you have not met them.
What do you mean off? Because from our perspective, there's only one Irina and Ismark, and then we ran into yours.
They were pretty normal. I mean, he's always really, really suspicious of everyone, but...
Yeah, don't mind him.
Wait, didn't she have... Wasn't she bitten? Wasn't that a thing?
Ours was two sets of bite marks, but she's still human.
We saw your Irina and Ismark walking away from a mangled corpse. And we were scrying on them.
I'm pretty sure they were human, didn't we?
They were. We confirmed that they were human, despite her bite. Ismark was definitely human.
I'm sure it must have appeared that way.
You said Ismark is definitely human. Do you suspect Irina?
I think she was human too. I think
I
that's what we thought.
Of you.
And then,
Yes.
yes.
This is a DM question to you guys as a group. What was this? We tested them for human test again?
I don't remember. It was something. Oh no, didn't
Yeah, what's the
Um,
human test?
Matt
Oh,
do like
okay.
check if the alive or dead thing?
Yeah,
We-
he did his paladin detect if there were any undead, fae, or fiends around him. They were not those. So therefore,
There are
therefore
others.
they were not vampires or an undead or whatever.
Or anything else we would have suspected at the time. So, base assumption, they're probably human.
Okay, just
And-
clarifying,
and-
like, what was that test? Okay.
Yeah.
That was a very long time ago. That was over a year ago. I'm amazed that I remembered that.
Okay.
All right.
I guess the better question is, what kind of weird do you seem to have in mind already?
Out of character for DM question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we hear them say anything in the scrying message?
There
Like, can you
was,
hear them?
they were walking, the pair of them were walking away from this mangled corpse, and they looked at the village of Barovia and went like, I'm trying to remember what they said. There's something like, they were just excited to go into the village. I think I had Ismark or Irina or both of them like lick their lips and then like hungrily, and then they went down. And then
That's why I'm suspicious. They did it hungrily in the. They looked like they were looking for a snack. That's why they're the skinwalkers. But like with
I'll be
skinwalkers,
right back,
they're
y'all. I
things-
found the com.
I don't know. They don't trust them.
all right. So that's one.
Yeah, what else?
Is there any conversation you guys want to have about the urn or Shorezi? In particular, Ferda and Keskion.
Alright, so this Shorezi has something I've been looking for. It's the whole reason I'm here. What do I need to know about him?
Likewise, Trexus mentioned that you knew about it, like how it worked, and stuff like that. Is that true?
I don't know about how it works, but I have experienced some of its results firsthand. Or at least, sort of. It's complicated, as everything is, of course, in this world.
Well, anything of that power could
I can
always
understand
has the
complicated
run of
things.
danger.
Can you explain?
So, about 10 years ago, before I began this adventure in these lands, was my father was part of a ritual that basically vied for this artifact. It could grant a wish, from what I understand. And I don't know what happened back then, but something went wrong, and my entire city went up in cursed flames. The city has never been the same since.
Surely it wouldn't happen twice.
I don't see why not.
But I don't want that to ever happen again, so my mission has been, since then, to find it and destroy it.
So you think the wish would be corrupted?
It can be, and imagine that kind of power in someone else's hands, particularly in these lands.
Krieg just like motions over to like where the castle is located, just like that guy. Like, Yeah.
What did your people wish for?
I don't know. It was too long ago, and I wasn't part of that ritual. I think it had something to do with mages fighting to the last man standing in order to obtain it. But
You made a bad wish then.
Question for you, Tim. I think I'm a little foggy on the details here for Krieg. He is a soldier, like a spirit of a soldier kind of thing.
he was one of the people who has participated in the ritual before, long ago.
Gotcha.
I don't know when. It could be long before. Heck, it could be in the future. I have no idea.
Oh,
Time
right.
is weird.
You'll do, Pluck.
It kind of just happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
I call to the gotcha.
Yeah.
The wish was something as simple as
Super rare.
water. Like an oasis.
An oasis for who? Or maybe something interrupted the wish as it was happening. Something could have corrupted it. Something else. I have no idea. I was not actively in the ritual. I just watched as the city burned from my home, overlooking the entire city.
Can I have? Can someone make me an Arcana check? If you're proficient. Or investigation.
I can do that.
One of the two. Oh. Oh shit.
I'm proficient.
Okay, well, we could just go with that. Lucia, as you've been listening intently on this conversation go back and forth, something that we kind of already know, just based on appearance, current attire, equipment that spawns out of nowhere. Keskion does not seem to fit like this era. At first, it was just like, oh, they definitely are from a different place. But now, definitely, like, okay, definitely of a different time. You have a good suspicion that with this whole timey-wimey bullshit, that your hunch right now is that this artifact that they're looking for is the one in same. It's not that they were in different... There's not two of different locations. They're just at different times. So
That actually works out for the original inspiration for the story, too.
I knew that. I totally knew that. So you're like, okay, just piecing that together of like Ferda's story of this urn is past, kind of present, and Keskion's is future, and then timey-wimey bullshit. So you have a good suspicion that it is the one and same thing, and that's why both of them have encountered it in different time periods, effectively.
Okie doke.
Any closing thoughts before we wrap up our long rest?
What's everyone doing? And like, are we like at since we're just hanging out? Like, what do you guys do for like to get ready? Because Lucia, she's definitely like setting Charles up to make sure he looks prim and proper in his like little hat and his little vest, and checking to see if the pants she made fits him yet. And she's petting Rasputin, and like he also has like a little sweater on because she makes clothes for her creatures. And she's like, I wonder how I can fit a hat on your head and you stay. And she's like, will you let me put a hat on you? And she boops his nose.
Yeah, I guess I just want to know more about Shorezi, because this is the first time I've really known about him, and other than he's kind of cute, I don't know much about him.
Like his character or his fighting style.
Just whatever we
just in
can
general.
use
Um,
about this, because I don't know his disposition. I guess from what I understand from what Trexus said, you have some beef with him.
major beef. He holds a grudge against myself and my people, because he was originally a merchant's son. We are pirates, and we took him in after circumstances. Because we're not gonna kill a kid. Just raise him as our own. Make him family. So it piled up, that anger of his, to the point where while we were on, like a group of us were on this hunt for the vessel, because desert, nomads need water. After we had found it in some ruins, he collapsed the ruins, and I was the only survivor. He had stolen the vessel, and so my purpose is to find him, kill him, and retrieve the vessel and bring it back.
Does your mind about the urn change hearing what you've heard about my tale?
I mean, I have some doubts. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything to bring harm to my people, but at the same time, if there's a chance it can help them, not just survive, but thrive, I'm not 100% convinced to let it go completely. So I guess we're
So
rivals.
let me get this
in that.
straight. You killed his family, so he killed your family with this thing, and that's why you have to go kill him?
I don't think he used the thing. From what I understand, he doesn't seem to understand how it works yet.
Yeah, he collapsed
Definitely.
the ruins on her family. They
Okay,
were crushed
okay,
by rock and
okay.
stone.
okay. Pirate crew kills merchant crew, steals child, raises him. He holds grudge, gets vengeance on pirate crew, finds magical doom machine, runs away with it. You want to kill him, vengeance on vengeance, take back magic doom machine, which just happens to be Kession's magic doom machine.
I'm all down for stealing some
suppose.
magic doom machine
sounds
thing,
right.
but I kind of feel like the whole you killed his family, he kills your family. It's horrible, but
Well, she didn't kill his family. They grew
Personally,
up together.
it was like I myself was sold to them. So
Okay. The magic doom machine, though.
yeah. Let's go
it
steal
could
it.
also be a magic wish machine.
Yes, my understanding of it is that this urn can grant you a wish, and because it's a wish, you get exactly what you're asking for. So if someone were to have it and say they wished for something, I wish to be wealthy, well, You wish to be wealthy, but you don't specify where that wealth is coming from. So
There's always a catch when it comes to these kinds of things.
Which is a
Don't
very
trust
hard spell to master.
wishes.
Krieg speaks up and just like, yeah. You have to be careful with a wish. I'm gonna go on patrol. And he just steps out, seemingly like uncomfortable with like bringing the whole situation up. Also, as an aside, Ferda.
Wish is like a 9th level spell. Like,
Yeah.
whoa! I forgot.
Ferda.
Yes.
What are you doing about your arm?
Just kind of keeping it rested under my cloak.
Okay. Can I get everyone to make me an insight check? Or rather, what is everyone's passive insight?
My passive perception is 18.
Insight. Passive insight.
What do you mean passive insight?
It would just be flat.
10 plus your insight bonus.
So I have a 15.
15.
18.
Out of 13.
Okay.
Corey.
I've always got my eye out.
Then, 18's very high. Ferda is definitely not the most discreet of individuals. Though the two of you with a 15 know that when Ferda is speaking, like, yeah, she's bundled up a little bit and kind of like in a nervous posture. But what Vale can kind of pick out is that, like, it's not that she's nervous and talking about this awful past that happened and this relationship that's with her and Shorezi. You get the feeling that she's not just hiding, she's hiding physically. Like, you haven't seen her right arm in a while. In fact, anytime she moves around a little bit, she's always like, make sure her cloak is over her right arm. And it's a weird body language that you're picking up on.
But if you want to know how to defeat Shorezi, he's pretty good with hand-to-hand combat. He's a fairly trained monk.
We should just burn him from a distance.
Great.
No more one-on-ones.
True. We've done that. I'm over that.
Yeah. I'll weaken him for you.
You guys know I'm not very good
Teamwork.
at fighting myself. So this is going to be interesting.
I like to shoot things.
Y'all see me just kind of like lean to the side where nobody is and start muttering to myself and something next to me.
I'll be next to you. You can mutter to me.
No, the other direction then.
Fuck yourself.
So whatever we want to do with the urn, I think can wait until we can take care of Shorezi.
Yes, I agree. He needs to die first. And then we can discuss the best course of action.
I will still caution you that this is nothing to be trifled with.
Hey,
If it requires the death of at least 6 well-trained battle mages in order to even activate, this is nothing to trifle with.
I'm not
Ferda. Sorry to interrupt. Ferda. Can you please tell me and be honest? What are your immediate thoughts right now?
Immediate thoughts. I really, really don't want to give up this vessel.
Okay. Corey, are you doing more?
Yes.
Can I have a wisdom save, please, from you, Ferda? And no paladin in your group, so make sure you turn off Aura of Protection. So,
How?
hey, nat 20 anyway.
You're good.
You get
How?
the briefest like tinge in your head, and you look towards Vale, who seems to be like for a moment you hear his, not really his voice, but like you know that he was in your head for a moment. And that
I'm gonna look over.
You shunted him away. Hey, Vale. Can I have those rolls?
Hell yeah. My response is coming. This is gonna kind of determine a few things.
Yeah. This is right out the bat.
I had to start with it.
Yep. Really? Can I have that D100 and D10, please?
They're in
Yeah,
there.
it's on the
91 and 8.
Got it.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's a little thing. While like this is going on, I know like Tiny Hut has like collapsed, and I feel like we're all walking and talking kind of deal because we still have to get to the village.
Okay.
Maybe?
Quick pause from that. Ferda, you stare at Vale, who you know was in your head, prying around, and you immediately see Vale, his pure white eyes just fade over entirely black, and Vale, you fall unconscious.
Perfect.
Does that happen normally? He points at his body.
Please tell me we're not gonna have to get another wish going, or make another deal with a hag or something to get him to wake up.
I will say, for the sake of brevity, after Vale falls unconscious for 8 minutes, no shaking, no slapping across the face wakes him up. He is basically catatonic, still breathing, but just not respond to anything. The occasional like just like random mutterings of nonsense, but unconscious. Eventually, Vale, after 8 minutes, your eyes turn from black to white again, and you get up. At this point, we can say the tiny hut has dissipated, and people are starting to get their things together.
Did I do that?
Kind of, sort of.
Let's just say I did it to myself through you.
If you want to know what I'm thinking, just ask.
She does kind of seem like the straightforward type.
Alright, I'll wake up. I'll shake it off.
Shake it off!
Alright.
Alright. Well, first things first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's head in.
A small aside here. As you're starting to fade out of your unconsciousness, Vale, as you're gathering your things, there's a small little voice, a familiar one. See, I told you you were weak.
Well, that's good. Oh,
And
Ferda.
That's it. So, continue, sorry.
Oh yeah, I guess as we're gathering things and ready to walk, nobody's gonna question that at all. Thank you.
Well, they all they saw you was fall asleep.
And I made a comment like, let's hope we don't have to get another hag to wake him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was that.
you guys have dealings with hags.
Don't ask us about hags.
Long story.
Long stories. I like them. We got a long time to walk.
Cool. You guys gather your things. I assume you guys are traveling by road.
I wish to sit on someone's shoulders. Who wishes to carry me? Okay, I'm sitting on Ferda's shoulders.
Just like, finally.
Ferda's tall. Tallest seat you've had so far.
Sweet.
How do you get up? This is another question.
I'm just gonna haul ass and then like monkey climb on her back till I get to her shoulders.
All right. Cool. So I'll just say with your passive perception, as you're climbing up, so Ferda is mostly like a faded green skin color, right? You get for a brief moment a flash of like a red scaly color coming from underneath her cloak on the right side where her arm would be, and you are now on top of Ferda. So,
Ooh. Is your arm okay?
Fine, don't worry.
Before we go to the village, I assume that Strahd's threat that we're not welcomed in the village is still a thing. So can I use my disguise kit to disguise Ferda and then change my appearance?
Or we don't do that. Shorezi comes to us, and then we kill him.
Okay, fair enough. He is like the bodyguard for Vasily, right?
He is the
Enforcer or
head,
something?
the head
Oh,
head guard.
Ezek. He's Ezek for Barovia.
effectively, yeah. He is Vasily's personal guard, his enforcer, yes. Cool. You guys
Although,
got
go ahead.
you guys gather
Never
your
mind.
belongings. Start heading down the road towards the village of Barovia. Can I have let's give me some perception checks, please, because you guys are scouting out ahead and such.
It's time. My classic perception roll. Watch this, guys. I'm gonna get a 9.
All of us? Yes.
Yes, please. Nice.
Did even worse.
Did you work? Seraphina, with the high vantage point that you are given, as you are going through, you get the whiff of like rotten meat that catches your nostrils for a bit, and it was just an upper draft that you caught only. Everyone else is nice and safe from it down below. And you can't help but look in one direction of like, oh, this smell's coming from one place, and you can spot a good like maybe 100 yards away a humanoid corpse kind of like out and off the path a bit, and just there, and you can smell it's definitely coming from there. There's a whole like swarm of flies around it. You do spot a wolf that is like kind of like prowling around it and kind of like sniffing around.
How far did you say?
Like about 100 yards.
Well, I'm gonna mention that to Ferda and be like, we should check it out, but you have to get rid of the wolf first.
It's a standard wolf, no dire wolf or anything.
Okay, so it'll just run away if we walked up to it.
Effectively, yeah. Yes, roll initiative against one normal wolf.
Well, let's go
Intimidation.
loot the body.
If there's anything to loot.
Okay.
There's gonna be more.
So
You gotta always check.
yeah, you guys.
Can I sneak up to it?
Sure, make me a stealth check.
Are you gonna scare him? Go boo.
Hop down off of Ferda to run up on, sneak up on.
Super sneaky.
That wolf
Little-
does not see you, smell you, hear you whatsoever. You are
I'm gonna search the body.
okay. You're basically like 10 feet from this wolf, who is on the opposite end of this body. But the wolf is very like, it's not snacking on it. It was just investigating and just kind of uninterested. Looking at this body, you see first it's a horrific sight. You see multiple wounds everywhere. This body has like what you can determine like bite marks everywhere, like small maybe fist-sized chunks have been like eaten away at this person from head to toe.
Gross.
Yeah, like some feral animal kind of got at it. You don't see any marks of blood or anything on this wolf. There's no valuable belongings or anything. This seems to be like a villager, probably from the village of Barovia.
Boring. Okay, I'll sneak back and hop right back onto Ferda's shoulder.
All right.
I have a sneaking suspicion that was the body from the vision. But
I think you're right.
When she gets back, I'm gonna go, all right, guys, nobody run off. Stick together. Never know what's gonna happen.
Solid advice.
Solid.
Wait. Does that mean Ferda noticed that Seraphina was being sneaky?
Of
Like, she would have
course.
to be off
Like
the
she was
shoulder.
she was on Ferda, so she would know if Seraphina popped off.
She
Oh,
climbed
those
off and
shoulder
disappeared.
friend?
the moment she got
Body.
to her
No,
feet.
shoulder friend.
I would like to think that you look and you're just like, well, and then like she gets back, you're like, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, did you say something, Anna?
My dog lost her thing again.
Oh,
she's hiding it.
I'm listening to y'all though, so
I know. I was wondering if you said something. Guess not. Anyway, we press on and ignore that flag entirely. So, as we get to the outskirts of the village, let's do. Where's the map? The map. Boop. Hooray!
We're going on an adventure.
Going on an adventure. As you guys are arriving to the outskirts of the village of Barovia, a place you guys have not been in probably a little over a week or so.
Couple weeks anyway.
Yeah, it's
I don't think I've ever been here.
not in game, no, but you would have perused around a little bit here before heading out in other directions. But your stay here was short,
Brief.
very brief, as most people were.
Mhm.
The village of Barovia. Let me see if
Hi, Molly.
it is a small little village, but there is village of Barovia handouts. There we go. Boop. This village sits underneath the looming castle that is just peering down at this village at all times. It is not that far away from the castle in like straight distance wise, but it is a whole loop up the mountain to get to it. In general, just to like reiterate for Tim, the village of Barovia has been very boarded up. Its people are not very social. They're mostly like reclusive. They hide behind curtains, windows. Those that are out in the streets are like keep to themselves. They're huddled up with cloaks and things, and kind of scamper off in fear of stuff. Things that go, bump in the night and things. They're not a very friendly group. In general, they kind of they live in fear of the castle and just anything dark. That's the general vibe with the village of Barovia. Everything's just grim dark here. They don't tend to go out of their homes, especially at night, because wolves and other things start prowling the streets, and if you're unlucky enough to still be out in the streets, they would attack you. People do go missing from time to time, and that's just the norm. Recent history would have been to the north at E5 for people's just for map sakes. E5 is the Church of Barovia. It is the only holy place in Barovia. However, the people weren't very respected or very respectful of the place, because the priest there was housing his vampire spawn son, who would cry out all hours of the day and night, asking to be fed. Tim, in your experience here, like, you didn't go directly to it, just for the ease of narration. But like, people would throw shit at the building and start just throwing rocks and breaking windows. The Church of Barovia is very boarded up. People were calling the priest a traitor, and he is conspiring with the devil Strahd. We should kill your son. And the priest kind of just kept his son locked away in the cellar to pray that he will eventually that the Morning Lord would save his son from his undead curse. And with that, you got Keskion, you would just move past it and okay, this is too much for me to handle right now. That you don't want to get involved with an angry mob, effectively. And that was pretty much it for you. And you're like, oh, okay. Then you heard of Vistani and things, and you went to go see some Vistani, and probably they aided you in your earlier travels before you went into the swamps. But that was Barovia then. Now, as you guys are approaching, you see that there are people in the streets. It is late morning, by the way. People are in the streets. You see, they're still cloaked over, still wearing dark grays and very dirty browns. They're not a very clean people at all. They are pulling down boarded up windows. They are starting to take some of those boards, pile them into a pile that someone else is gonna grab them and start moving them around. And very eerily silent, they're working around, going to a broken section of a building and putting stuff up and repairing, and they just quietly do this, aside from the noise that some construction workers are doing. And as you guys are approaching from the southwest, you some people do see you, and then just kind of flinch and hide behind their cloaks, and kind of just keep eyes off of you and just keep to their work. What do you guys do?
I'm putting my own hood up.
Do we see any guards or security personnel or anything that looks
Barovia
like?
never really had any guards to begin with. Because otherwise they would have had like a night patrol to fend off the wolves and whatever. It's just the villagers. Any
Okay.
security that was here, the people are left to fend for themselves.
Okay. Well, in the sense of like there wasn't before, but also things have changed now, so I don't know if Dubro coming in now that he's established one, but if not, then
You don't see any established guard yet.
good.
Lucia
Alright.
asks, does anyone remember how to get to the manor?
Yes, I do. The
Is that where we're
Burgermeisters.
going to start?
The manor is the building to the south.
Yes. How do I? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Manor, shop, inn/pub.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Lucia then would start to go towards the manor because we're here for a specific, unless you guys want to wander.
I mean,
He's my favorite.
okay.
Well, would it be easier if we sought out the doppelgangers first, or Sherezi?
I think Sherezi would
Wait, back up. Doppelgangers?
Question mark?
Yeah, Irina and Ismark. You saw them at the you saw Irina at the
Oh, those kind of doppelgangers, not the... Okay.
Yeah, because there's a pair of them.
There's a very
lookalikes.
specific thing called a doppelganger, and I was very worried for a second.
Yes. The evil twins. We'll call them that.
The extras.
Well, first
I
off,
don't know
we
if
don't
they
even know if they're doppelgangers or what. We don't even know if whatever the hell you described was actually them, or now,
it's them.
or
It's
here,
them.
or
No.
anything.
If you can
And
trust
we
them
left
on
them somewhere else too.
it's them.
They weren't.
And then they wandered back here.
Yes.
What kind of statement was
And
that, Corey?
thanks to that corpse.
Which one?
That was them.
We don't know anything.
All we have to go off of is a random scrying event that I wasn't there for and had nothing to do with. I can't trust any of that.
Well, that's not my issue. What is at hand, though, is I think it would be easier to locate Sherezi first.
He would be easier to find.
We're just gonna
I
walk up
assume
and knock on his
Vasily
door.
is at his
You should-
manor.
He should be a much more public figure now.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to let Vasily live? That is the question.
Wait,
We can't forget
what
the
does he
whole.
have to do with this?
Vasily is Shorezi's employer, and Sherezi is his bodyguard. So where he is, Sherezi must be nearby.
Okay.
If we find Vasily, we find Sherezi.
Also, Vasily is kind of awful as well. Not as
Yeah,
As bad, yeah.
Has against his eyebrows, but yeah, he's a bad dude. I don't like him. He's pompous.
So your first thoughts, okay. Right, I should expect this from this group now.
Is there any chance in us not walking up to the front door of a place that we know is hostile to us, and not walking right up to the person that we know is obligated to kill us, to give him an excuse for us to kill him?
We don't have an excuse to kill him. We have a reason to kill him. Were you not part of the conversation earlier where he killed my dear Ferda's family?
I'm part of the same conversation where Ferda killed his family.
we let him live, though.
Oh, okay, he let you live.
We
Whatever.
took care of him.
We're not
I don't
here.
understand all of the
Okay.
little things. I do know that someone I care about is after his life, and I'd like to assist her with that.
Okay, how about this? You two go to the front door. You knock on it. You get both of their attention. You piss them off. You kill them both. In the meantime, the three of us will go in another direction, sneak in, take the magic doom device, sneak out, and be gone. And that
He's
way,
in the magic doom device, so you still need Sherezi to find it.
we have ways of searching.
Sure.
You kill,
I like
research.
sneaky,
I like this
sneaky.
plan.
Wow.
Espion, your earlier comment that you should expect this from us by now, is a little precocious.
And yet proven.
No. You do realize, well, I guess you don't realize because you don't know us that well, that what Strahd showed you was not the truth.
No, what I
He's
did
using
expect
us.
from you guys was to immediately jump to the conclusion that you need to murder someone because Trexus tried to do this right in front of me. So,
Based off of one person's behavior, you assume the rest?
Okay.
unfortunately, that's all I have to go off of. And just hearing what has been said already, yes, that is what I'm concluding.
Let's turn this around. You're right. It was presumptuous of us. What is your plan?
I thought we all agreed that we needed to find the urn first. The person who knows where the urn is Shorezi. So why not go to the source?
Go up to the source. The one you want to kill. And confront him about the thing he's hiding.
We can always kidnap him
That's also an option. That would still
and bring him back to the old house that we went searching through that had the 2 children. We could kidnap him. And then
I'm
So
so
fewer,
betrayed by everything that's
That house-
happened so far.
That house
Witnesses.
collapsed, remember?
it collapsed.
Mhm.
That sucks.
It imploded on itself.
I don't remember that. I was hoping it was still standing.
Because we
Oh,
had
wow.
a...
I do
When we
like
had to
the
escape from it.
kidnapping idea. No one said he had to die immediately.
No
That
witnesses.
sounds more useful.
Okay, so what if we kidnap him, bring him to the woods, make a wee home, one of
I
the
could just have Tiny Hut again.
tiny hut, yeah, and question him, and then if you wish to kill him, no one knows who took him. No one knows who killed him. Huh?
I think that's the best idea I've heard.
Get on
This is a
board.
plan I can get behind.
So, what are we going as? And like how are we kidnapping him? Do we ask him for help? I mean, he won't know it's me. And I start changing my face because I have Mask of Many Faces.
I also have my makeup kit here, if that would help.
I'm a whole other person.
What
I
does
think I have a
what do you
card.
look like, Lucia?
So the first face is a fair-skinned woman with blue eyes and gray hair. She's a little older. The next face is of a young man. He's also like got very tan skin and freckles and like short hair. Let's say he's a redhead. He's a redhead with like short hair. And it's just like other Barovian people that I've seen, and then like I become the burgomaster of Krezik, but a taller version of him. And then I become his wife, and so on and so forth. Like it's like how do we get his attention?
So we know he had a motive for doing what he did, but does he have a vice that perhaps we could probably do? Make use of?
Do
Since
I
you
know
know
any
him.
weaknesses, Sergio? Or do I just kind of have rose-colored glasses when it comes to him?
You know, just rose-colored because it's stained with blood.
Or for most of it, I had like this crush on him, and might have overlooked any weaknesses.
It's like those are just character traits. They'll grow out of those.
He purely from your recent encounter with him, I'll just say that he is very prideful, and as a that could be exploited in that he didn't just like fight you to beat you. He wanted to break your resolve by, fighting dirty and proving to you that he is better than you.
completely insane.
That's your interpretation, I guess.
Well, how do you
But
get
he's
so
he's prideful.
prideful?
He's very prideful, and he definitely wants to prove that he is better than you. Have used that as you wish.
Right.
So we can appeal to his sense of,
I have an idea.
Ego.
yeah.
He wants
I
to
have-
prove that he's better. We could always just send him a letter.
A letter of challenge.
A letter of challenge. He'll come right to us.
To add
Punched him before.
to add a little bit more onto that, just before we do that whole challenge thing. He's prideful. He's not stupid. He has no honor. He's not gonna
He'll
you
also
challenge me,
probably
I challenge you back.
tell someone.
So, like, if we say do a fake call for help, and we appeal to his sense of ego that as someone who needs to prove that he is, I don't know.
Would
I
he
don't
go
know.
save somebody if he wasn't told to, though? Because he's just a personal guard.
I have an idea that I
Okay.
don't like.
Why don't you like it?
You told us about this mask, right?
My mask of many faces?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, think of it like just melting into other faces. It's a thing that I do.
Is this a thing that only you can use?
Yes, it only works on myself.
Hmm.
I have a disguise kit, and then, like, out of nowhere, like, out of my Mary Poppins bag, I pull out a kit, and it's like, it has wigs, and, like, I'm just showing you a bunch of random stuff. Like, we could make you look like a whole other person.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of goth makeup.
Yeah, we know how well that worked last time.
This is my high school days, okay?
Okay,
High school?
okay. Disguise me, because I'm not good at that part. And I will walk up to the front door. And I will see who answers.
A little problem there, dear. Velador, you have horns, and you're red.
Disguise me. That's what I said.
I think that if we're going to the front door to see who answers, I should go.
I trust you least of all.
I didn't ask you if you trusted me. I said I should go.
Krieg speaks up. Then we're fucking doing nothing, aren't we?
Well, look at it this way.
Lucia
She-
starts to walk
We
towards
know
the
that
door.
she is
Just at a
motivated with helping her friend, so she would help Ferda get to meet Shorezi. We can trust her to do that much at least, right?
I
Maybe.
have idea.
Yes.
So, the thing is, we just need him to come outside, right? So, what if we all hide around the front where we won't be seen, and then cast minor illusion to, like, make a sound at the front door? So he'll come out. Whoever's in the house will come out looking like someone knocking, and then noises around it, so that he'll stay outside searching for a little bit for the thing that's making the noise, right? And then that solves one of your problems.
I'm not sure he's that dumb. But that's also my goal. Okay. He knows you two. He would come for you two, right? So. He knows me too. Disguise me.
But
I can convince him.
if he opens the door and no one's there,
What about a threat of assassination? You guys mentioned that, we know he works as a bodyguard to a person. He would have to respond to a threat to his employer, correct? We could send a
Honest.
bogus tip.
An assassination attempt is totally within reason, considering it's him.
which would just
That's
increase
what
his
I'm.
guard and
That's
make
the
him
sense I'm getting.
sting
Yes.
to him more.
Yes.
The idea is to separate them. So, if I can bring him a message that says, "You two have been spotted in town, nearby," then he would not be fearing for the
We
life
can just
of the
leave a
person he's
note at his
protecting,
door.
but he would come looking for you. I could be a servant of.
Did Lucia actually walk away?
Lucia totally walked away.
All right.
I'll be right back.
She's just like, are we going? She looks and then she's just like, we're walking now.
We can just leave a note at the door and then do a ding dong ditch. I'm very good at ding dong ditching. I've ding dong ditched my whole life.
Yes, but we need you to sneak inside to find the thing.
I can do both.
One person
I'm
occupying.
going to the door. Whoever likes that idea or not can follow. If you're going to sneak in, I suggest you do so. And I don't look like myself. I look like another person. And I wait till I hear like rustling
Okay.
or see somebody.
Well, she's going, so let's go sneak. Come on, let's sneak. I'm gonna sneak.
I will not be sneaking. I will not be walking up to the door. I'm watching you guys walk off and going.
I ring the door. I knock because they don't have doorbells. It's the wrong era.
Vale, are you keeping a watchful distance then?
I am keeping as much distance as I can and being as sneaky as I can while still being able to at least see them.
Got it. So 120 feet for your Eldritch Blast. Got it.
I am sneaky through the back.
All
I
right.
didn't bring Rasputin with me, but I do have Charles, and he's on my shoulder.
Mhm.
As I was walking, I totally gave him instructions to fly into the house once the door opens.
All right. We'll see where Tim wants to do. Ferda, what are you doing?
Also stay back.
All right. So I'm going to cut to a different map. I want to see, is the dynamic lighting on? Yeah, okay. Let's hide you guys and bring you guys over to an old map that I didn't prep ahead of time, but we're just going to do with this because, fire alarm.
Those fire alarm.
Those fire alarms. Just want to make sure people can see the map. Yes,
It's mostly black, yeah.
that's fine, but you guys can still see stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, approaching the old Coliana Manor that was very rundown, boarded up, also attacked by the villagers of Barovia. You see numerous Barovian villagers going through repairs, taking down the boards on the windows, breaking off whatever glass is still there and making room for new glass.
What have I missed?
This does not look like a village, a Barovian villager.
It is, though. It is the token.
They look okay.
I mean, all right. Give me a second. They.
He looks suspect.
They look like villagers to me.
I mean, yeah. It's the Barovian art. So.
That guy right there.
I
in the
don't
middle.
remember them
guy.
looking this gray. They look like they. Oh my god.
Have you?
Okay,
Did you even
continue.
go here?
No, not for like a little while.
All Barovians look shady as fuck. It's their natural tone. Regardless.
Man, way to just make pass judgment on an entire race of people.
Yeah.
No wonder Tim's kit worked.
So to just catch up, Tim, you can tell me what you want to do. Lucia is under disguise, going to the front door. Seraphina is going to go around the back to scout ahead and possibly sneak in. So, Seraphine, I put you to the top of the
The
first
front
floor.
door.
Yeah, that'll be the front door.
Okay.
Everyone else is keeping a safe distance because they don't know what they want to do yet. What would you like to do, Keskion?
I guess I'll just dress up like I'm in junior high again,
Okay.
since that seems to work for these people.
Yeah. And
And I'm kind of just
you honestly don't need to do much.
yeah.
But,
But
it's fine. You disguise and also are going along with Lucia.
I'm more like just pacing around the perimeter, just keeping an eye out on any
Okay.
like not trying to look like I'm pacing the perimeter, but sort of like scout out and sort of information gather.
Gotcha. All right. Well, in general, the rest of you three are keeping a distance, probably not grouped up. Whatever you guys want to do. As you're approaching this manor, originally when you first came here was very run down. There was broken windows. It was boarded up because the villagers hated the burgomaster for not doing anything about their situation, and it was just angry villagers against their mayor, who was a coward and didn't do anything to stand up for them. And that's all he really knew about it. It was like, all right, another angry mob situation I don't want to get involved in, and you just left. But the manor is now also being under repairs. Boards are being taken down, glass is being broken away, so new glass can be put in. And again, the Barovian villagers are just quietly doing this, and they pause for a moment as Lucia, you do approach. But
I do approach.
Yeah, but you look like I forget. You said
I look like a Barovian.
okay. You
I
look
know
like a
what they look
Barovian. They look at you and then turn away and just keep working at stuff, thinking that you're probably also coming here to work. Seraphina, you are sneaking around the back. No need to do a stealth check because you sneaky. What is your intention or goal here to do?
Well, I'm gonna go search through all their stuff.
Like
And
immediately now, are you just going in now, or are you waiting for something?
I'm gonna wait for the people to exit the house because of the diversion that Lucia is causing.
All right. Scouting around, I'm just going to show you because you can see through the rooms, right?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. Just to let you know, the bottom half of the map is the first floor. The top half of the map is the second floor. So ignore the top half for now. Looking in through this room, you see even though the map is nice and clean, because this is a different map entirely, this room is disheveled, broken down a bit. You see no one in it, but it seems to be a ruined bedroom with 2 beds in it. Looking into this,
I'm looking for something that looks lived in, because that's probably where all their stuff is.
The manor of Barovia has not been lived in a while because both groups took Irina and Ismark away from this because you guys buried Irina's stepfather. Because this wasn't a safe enough place for them anymore. So as since leaving that, this has been unoccupied. But now it's going under current repairs. You go into this room and you see okay, this is the fireplace, common room. There's a desk in one area. This seems to have the most foot traffic here because there is an active fire. And there are, you see a desk in one corner that has a few documents and things on there. And there you can hear some chatter coming from inside from past another door, but you currently see no one in this room.
Okay, I think that'll be the first room I'm gonna go in to.
Right.
But
We will cut away to Lucia. Lucia, you walk up to the front door. What would you like to do?
And then I wait patiently for the door to open.
Sorry, did you knock?
She's knocking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard nothing, so I wasn't registering anything. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You knock. Which then you hear, just a moment, God. And eventually the door does open. And standing before you is a Shorezi, who just opens the door, sees you, and just, what?
And like I pause for like an awkwardly long moment and become like flushed in the face, just like there, and I point to like the woods. We were trying to. There's a wolf back there, and they can't work. Can you get rid of it?
Can you make me a deception check, please?
Okay. I'm proficient in deception, just like, by the way. So, fingers crossed.
Oh no, you're
27.
You're a great liar.
I'm wonderful.
Yeah. So, yeah, you adopt the timid, scared Barovian perfectly well. Shorezi, his eyes flare as he rolls them a bit and like, deal with your own fucking problem.
Could you please help?
No. Slams the door in your face.
I growl, just like a little like sound.
Mm-hmm. You hear for a moment another voice. Shorezi, who was that? Some fucking villager upset over a wolf. I'm not wasting my efforts here. Oh, don't worry about that, rabble. Come here, I have some designs to go over with you. And you know it's the voice of Vasily.
I knew I hated that motherfucker. I say that and like, I walk back. Or I walk to where I think the group is.
Okay. Everyone at a distance can see that Lucio had a brief interaction with Shorezi. Not exactly knowing what they said, but Shorezi just like seemed very annoyed and just slammed the door in her face. Completely bought her act, but doesn't seem to give a shit. Serafina, you heard commotion and talk, and then you heard a slam of a door. Do you do anything at this point?
Do I still hear talking inside of the house?
There is chatter, blah, blah, blah. Cameras being done, broken glass, you know. It's not super noisy, but like there is some background noise happening.
Man, if this was a modern village, we could say something like gas leak or something like that and get people to clear out, but...
What?
It's a gas leak.
Never
Okay,
mind.
so
what happened to us in like fire.
I don't want to
department.
metagame. So I would assume that the distraction kind of worked, but I don't know, because I still hear voices inside.
Mm-hmm. It's just the current room that you're in is unoccupied.
I'm just gonna go for it. Is there places in there to hide? Can I see?
You are small and tiny, and there's plenty of furniture.
All right, I'm gonna head in and start searching for stuff.
Luckily for you, it's just boarded up windows, not a lot of glass or anything. So like, you're small. You're limber enough. Can I have you either make me? No. This would absolutely be an acrobatics check because you gotta like maneuver your way around broken glass and boards and. Yeah, just give me that, please.
I have a question.
Ooh, natural one.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Or
I'm lucky.
I know you're
I have
lucky.
a
Reroll that,
suggestion.
please, you
I have a question.
asshole. Yes, Zoe.
Okay, so when Charles has flown in by now, yes?
Sure. Oh, sorry. What's he flown in as? He can either. Oh
He's
no,
still
no.
an imp.
Yeah, he's in.
He's invisible and he was on
Invisible.
my shoulder. I mentioned that before.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And I instructed him to fly into the house.
Okay. He's
if
inside. Let me get that.
because he's there, I want. Well, you don't need advantage because you got a 21 because you're a badass. But can he watch out for Seraphina and give her advantage on later stealth checks and be like distracting or something?
Knock over stuff. That's
Yeah, like a poltergeist.
Position.
If you
That would
want,
actually be
so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Charles, if you want Charles to like assist Seraphina in things, he has to be aware of what Seraphina is trying to do. If you want him to just be a general invisible nuisance,
Yes. Does that not help?
that
Because he's avoiding her because he knows that she's on the same side.
okay.
He's intelligent.
Okay, as long as all right, so he knows to avoid Seraphina, but provide distraction for her.
Yes.
Okay, so he's just
things that look precarious just need a little bit of a push.
Yeah. He's going to be an invisible nuisance and just knock over things
like a cat.
Yeah,
like a cat.
Okay. His token's on the field, but imagine him being invisible, and it's fine. Cool. 21 acrobatics. That one, as you were going through, you loosened one of the windows that you like lift up. It loosened. It started to drop, and it had like a glass shard that was about to like go for your neck, and then you promptly like squirmed your way through and like caught it on the not sharp side, so it doesn't like hit and break. It's like, oh, and then you gently brought it down. Okay. I will say this window will be harder to get out of now. Like, while you're safe, you did roll a 1, so like the situation got a little worse for you, but you are now in this room.
All right. So I would like to see if I can start blending in and I guess sort of start helping with some of the tasks, and I just want to explore like things like how thick the walls are, understand how soundproof they are, and if there's maybe another back way in or out that people seem to be going in and out of.
Sure. You also said you wanted to do like some like poking around.
General, yeah. Basically, I'm what was the word?
Surveillance?
Yeah, yeah, surveillance of the place. I'm just picking up information.
Eavesdropping and things, and
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Can you give me a performance check, just to like play the part of a handyman, handy woman,
handy gal.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, Seraphina, let me like just looking at this room. Let me know what you're gonna go for. Cool. With a 15 performance, you play the part just fine. You are, moving around. And, I'm just going to put a bunch of people everywhere because, you guys are doing stuff. You, as you, like, approach a person, kind of, like, maybe give, like, a friendly nod or what have you. This one villager looks at you. It's like, What are you here for?
I'm assuming the same as you.
Okay. Well, the burgomaster would like his room tidied up. Can you help me clean out the garbage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's not bother him either. And he'll walk you through the front door. It doesn't seem like there's any real other entrances aside from windows.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he just walks you in through the front door because he has no real reason to go anywhere else.
I'm going to be searching through the desk and whatever this is over here.
Gotcha.
Bookshelves or dresser.
All right, I will get to you in a moment. Vale and Ferda. You two see Keskion gets inside. You assume Seraphina is somewhere around. The two of you are close enough distance to, like, softly talk to each other, but what do you two do, if anything?
Did Lucia get back?
We can now ask Zoe, because she
Did Lucia get back?
Lucia got back. I was wandering the woods looking for you guys. It's like I don't know where you guys ended up because I walked away early. But like I'm wandering, so I assume I see you at some point. Like
That'd be hilarious if just
We
you
would
see
have
me
just
walk in.
probably
yeah, it's just like we make eye
yanked you
contact
into
and
our
nod at
corner.
you.
It didn't go well, huh?
No, they apparently don't deal with the rabble. So he has no sense of honor, but I guess I should have assumed that already.
What if you go back as a different villager and just said, hey, there's this half-orc making a nuisance of herself?
I will do that. That sounds like a good idea. I couldn't think of anything else, so I just left.
Well, apparently you could just walk in.
I
But
could.
we're trying to draw him out, though.
Yeah, I would like him to come outside. I like Verda's idea. I'll be back.
Seraphina,
and you see me
can
scurry back.
I have you make me either a perception or investigation check?
Who?
This is Seraphina.
Ah.
And feel free to make those with advantage, because Charles is making a nuisance. Keskion, as you are inside, you do spot, like, there's an old chandelier, right, that's just like barely hanging off of a hinge, and then just like you see one of the bolts just like slowly slide out on its own, and then you're nowhere in underneath it, but like it slips and falls and it just breaks apart.
I was like, that's a smart motherfucker.
Shirazi was underneath it, but he quickly sidesteps it, just backs away, and it's just like, motherfucker.
I was just trying.
Yeah. Charles was trying to get him. He's like, Seraphina, 13 even. With your perception, looking through this desk, you see that's okay. There are a few. Let's see. How would I have this be? Because impromptu, make shit up on the spot. You see, it's mostly documents going over like a cleaner look to the manor. Signed Burgermaster Vasily von Holtz. And it seems more like just contract work, but like that's weird given that like there's no like real guilds or anything here that like, oh, he needs like approval or anything. So just like just having paperwork in general for the way this place is, like having that is just sticking out strange to you. Yeah, that's what you gather there. You start to hear a person coming for the door next to you. Can I have a stealth check?
With advantage?
For now, yes. Because that chandelier was huge. You
don't need it.
Yeah. Quickly pick a place you're gonna hide under.
The bed. Or whatever this is.
That used to be a bed. I just made it a table. So you hide under the table as a Barovian villager comes in, and you see him just like takes out like a dustpan and a broom and just starts cleaning it. He's now in this room, just cleaning up the place. Keskion and Villager are walked in through the left, and you come into the master's bedroom, where you see Vasily. Little Vasily.
Looks like Gaston.
Yeah, little Gaston over there.
She'll be right
like,
back.
I'm assuming Keskion has actually seen Beauty and the Beast, so she instantly does not like him.
Here's his actual art.
Yeah, definitely does not like him.
Yeah, he turns towards you. He's definitely very clean, and you know the Barovian commoner that has escorted you here kind of like bows and like he's like, my lord, we're here to clean your room. And he's like, thanks. So if you could just tear down everything, all of this has to go. It's just so.
Ew.
Je ne sais quoi. I don't.
I hate him.
Take down everything. Yeah, you two can carry this, and just he'll just walk away and like go into this door. And he doesn't even make eye contact with you. He's just looking around and just trying to. He's imagining a different environments for this place. And then the Barovian master's like, the Barovian commoner's like, just shrugged your shoulders and he's just gonna start like grabbing the old tattered curtains and just ripping them down. Everything's breaking. This bed has not been used in who knows how many weeks. But yeah, is there anything you wish to do in this situation?
I'm assuming we left the door open behind us. Yeah. I guess I will start performing some of the tasks closer towards the door so I can keep an eye out and see where Shorezi and everyone goes.
Yeah, right now Shorezi is yelling at a couple of Barovians to like clean up that chandelier mess.
Okay. And I guess I'm just gonna look for any other things like statues that seem to be in bad positions, or basically I'm just looking for opportunities to silence this shit again.
Unfortunately for the village of Barovia, the burgomaster's home was not very lavish in general. It might have been at one point, but it is so run down, broken into, robbed, that it is very bare of anything. There's just loose things here and there that are that can be broken, and honestly, I'll leave it up to your imagination. It's like, oh, I find this, and you want to break a thing, go ahead and break a thing.
Okay. Like, I don't know, like an old and heavy bookcase or something like that.
Yeah,
just look around for something.
If it's not on the map, pretend it's on the map. Like, it's all good.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye out for that.
Mm-hmm. This master bedroom definitely has, would have had like a bookcase or two, with very old, moth-eaten books and stuff. It's not the most pleasant.
Do I have an idea of, just thinking architecture-wise, what room he just kind of stepped, or Vasily stepped
when he stepped into it, you probably guess it's like his the master room's private study, if anything, or maybe the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But he was very quick to shut the door.
Okay. I'm kind of imagining just figuring out a way to make it look like I'm helping take stuff down, but kind of put like that heavy bookcase precariously near the door or something.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I'll say, yeah, the bookcase is no problem. So you grab it and like, all right, you make a bit of mess to like use your arm to like throw the whatever books and dust and trash just on the ground to pick up later, and then also to make it a little lighter for yourself, and then you drag that bookcase just annoyingly in front of the door.
Okay, that works.
Okay. There's now a bookcase in front of that door. Sweet.
Is the bookcase like taller than the door? Do you think like stealing it, does it feel like it might be able to break through the door depending on how the door is framed?
Vasily doesn't look like he lifts anything for recreation, so if there, he'll have trouble getting through this heavy bookcase. You gather.
Okay. Well, no, I'm thinking more like, would it be feasible for this door to fall through the door?
Okay. The door would open in towards you.
Okay. So it would make it a little bit difficult since it would be on the outside of the frame, yeah.
I'm looking at the architecture. The door should go towards the bedroom because, fire code.
Okay, well, just leaving it in an annoying place is probably good enough.
Alright. Vasily is annoying.
It's like, oh, this is too heavy. I'll leave it for later. Is what I say to my villager friend.
Yeah, he's like, he looks at you like, shrugs. He doesn't seem to really pay attention to like what you're doing or what that even did. He's worrying about his own trash. Will the other three of you, Ferda, Vale, are you two doing anything? Still watching?
Mostly just waiting to see how Lucia's second attempt goes.
Okay.
I just assumed that we're the ones that restrain him.
Got it.
I guess.
All right.
I mean, I guess we should have told her to tell him that you'll be at the inn, and then you could have gone and have a drink and been troublesome over there.
Quick, cast message. I don't have message. Lucia.
I don't have message.
Lucia.
I go back to the door. I look like a different Barovian lady.
Mm-hmm.
And knock. I don't know what a knocking sounds like. There we go.
There you go. Yeah. Shirezi comes up to the door again. Opens it, sees other you. It's like,
I'm just peering around the corner,
it's like,
keeping an eye out.
What?
There's a green woman looking for you.
Scars on her face.
Yeah.
Tusks.
Yeah.
Bratty attitude.
I don't. She was kind when she asked for the burgomaster, but I don't. There's a green woman looking for you.
And what would you like me to do with that information?
I don't know. She told me to come get you, find you. I'm just letting you know. Like I'm not sure what to do with this information either.
Make me a persuasion check. Because you're trying to convince him to go investigate this rumor.
I'm going to quietly start picking up some books and look like I'm gathering it to get ready to move out.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it out.
Okay. He's like, where is she?
She's just kind of waiting, and I point. We're located like on the side of the road, down the end of the manor, right? I assume we're...
The manor is directly south of the whole village. Everything's to the north.
So we want a secluded location.
I point in a direction that we're kind of at, but I assume it looks not suspicious because we're at the front door.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure where to point.
Where's the
South.
woods or something?
Just south.
Just south. I point south.
Okay.
She said she'd be waiting for you that way, I assume.
If he walks out of the doorway, I'm gonna scurry away from her and hide somewhere.
You're supposed to help me capture him.
Okay. Is she alone?
I only saw her.
Deception, please.
Deception.
Deception.
I'm good at that.
You are good at
Inception.
Inception.
Wow.
Conception.
Deception. Alright.
I got a 10, so I got an 18. It's good. Pretty good. I think. Maybe.
Might be. I'm rolling his insights. He's like, tell that bitch if she wants another rematch and to eat dirt again, to, you know what, she can just wait there. I'll be there.
Okay. So on that note, when he says that, Lucia in her head to Charles is just like, I need you to touch him. And I want to cast Mind Sliver through Charles.
Please tell me there is not like a verbal component or some kind of component.
It's a verbal component.
So he would hear you casting a spell.
Yeah.
I would say
But he
wait for him to
doesn't
walk
know
away.
it's from me, like I assume, or like not assume, but
Since this is a touch base and you can cast through Charles, wait for him to close the door and then do it.
yeah.
Okay. He's like, yeah. Tell that bitch to wait for me. I'll be there. And then, again, annoyingly slams the door in your face.
Yeah, totally. Just gotta
And then,
cast the
then Charles vigorously goes behind him. So I need to make an intelligence save.
yeah.
Oof.
I don't know why that showed up. Okay.
I made.
Oh.
I succeeded.
Fuck.
You succeeded.
I succeeded. So I take no
Okay, well,
damage.
take that 6 psychic damage.
Huh?
Oh, you don't take it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. Cantrips are all or nothing. So Charles.
Oops. Ignore that second one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Charles touches you. You mentally cast it through Charles. Charezi. You hear a what? And then you scamper off. And Charles retreats over to some corner. Mentally tells you it didn't work.
Make sure you're still invisible.
Yeah, he's still invisible.
Okay.
Yeah. You cast through him, so he didn't cast anything. He didn't make any attack or anything. He just boop touched. So
Okay.
he's
I'm gonna do that every now and again.
okay.
I can do it as much as I want.
There's a cantrip. Cool. Serafina, you have a guest in your current room who is just mindlessly cleaning around the room, picking up stuff. Do you want to do anything?
I'm going
I also
to
totally didn't
cast
expect.
minor.
I totally didn't expect this session to be like a little Ocean's 11 stunt. So, go me.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion. To like. Tap on his shoulder.
Okay. So that's more mage hand.
Okay. Yeah, short mage hand.
Okay.
And then I'll cast minor illusion to make a sound from the other side of the door. Something that after being tapped on, he'll want to head outside.
Okay. You do that, and just because he is a plain old Barovian commoner, You tap him on the shoulder. He immediately screams just a little bit, drops the broom that he was using, looks around frantically around the room, and then you make a noise towards the door that he came from. And then he retreats into the corner that he is currently in. He's like, I knew this place was haunted.
All right, I'm going to use minor illusion again to make a sound over his shoulder, like behind him. Just like a little whisper of, run.
He runs. No issue there. He's like running, like, ah! And just like runs out of the room. The door is wide open.
Then I'll use Mage Hand to close the door.
All right.
And then I'm going to go searching through that dresser cabinet thing.
All right. The door is shut once again. That man is gone. So, looking into the dresser cabinet. Sorry. This one? Or the desk?
Yeah.
That one. Okay.
That one.
I mean, you did your perception check already. It's like, okay, there's documents and things, and it's just weird. But nothing like, oh, valuable. Because again, like almost nothing in this house is valuable, because this was an abandoned manor for the longest time.
I'm just looking for information about the doohickey.
Okay. Give me an investigation check instead, and this will just be like, you now have privacy in this room again to just like peruse the room.
With advantage?
Yeah, cause hey Lucia, can you you know, I'll just take the second roll of Mind Slipper. I'm just gonna roll again for Shirezi, because Charles is now gonna really be a nuisance for him. He's still saved against it. He's really good on his intelligence saves. No, not intimidation, investigation.
Well, that's just me not being able to read.
I intimidated the desk. Grr. It's a mimic. So, nat 20, nice. As you are perusing this entire room and trying to find things, what you find interesting about this like contract is like, all right, I'm just gonna like really read into it a bit. The wording of it sticks out that yes, that there are this is more of like a plan of like what the renovations are going to be like for this place, but there's also like hidden in the lingo. You see, you spot a name that you haven't heard in a long time. You see the name Osibis. And Corey's brain is churning. There is a benefactor that's helping with this arrangement. Osibis is moving in to the village of Barovia. You see that they're the benefactor helping out in this whole thing, and Vasily has like some kind of agreement with them to like.
Can I take that?
Yeah, you absolutely take it. If you, I don't know, do you recall what Osibis is?
Dark cult. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm sure.
Okay. If anything, like, I know this name, but you know who knows this? Vale would know this, so you'd absolutely pocket it. And you go through the desk, and the desk has a more like a informal contract between him and Shorezi. Of Shorezi's deal here is he needs to serve as his enforcer, his bodyguard, and pretty much do what Vasily asks him to do, and that they're nothing between them is going to be via paper. It's always going to be in person, verbally. And just to make sure that there's no like, if you get a written message from someone, that's not me. This is the only written agreement we have here that, says you work for me. He also says that after your service to me for a Barovian year, you will be allowed to return back home via Strahd von Zorovich's wishes. He will send you back through the mists after a yearly service. You see a signature of Shorezi, and that, like, while he's in service, he will have all the furnishings, hospitality, anything that he can be, any comforts that are available, he will have. He doesn't need to worry too much about pay. His pay will come at the end of service through Strahd's personal finances. And yeah, his what's the term I'm looking for, of like holding something against you? Collateral.
Blackmail.
Collateral. His collateral for this is that Shorezi surrenders his artifact to Strahd for study.
Fuck.
Its location is not disclosed, but Shorezi has signed off on this because Shorezi wants to go home, much like anyone else does. But this you find in the contract through quick readings.
I'll take that piece of paper too.
And then you start hearing Shorezi coming towards the door. There's no such things as ghosts in this house. It's like, but I heard a noise. It's like, motherfucker. And,
I need to get out now.
So what's your plan of getting out of this room now? The window that you try to get in is shut, so you can.
Does the door open into the room?
The door would open into the room, yes.
I'm gonna stand behind where the door would open.
Gotcha.
And hide there, and then when they're looking around the room, I'm gonna sneak out and go into the bedroom next to it.
Okay. Please make me a self check. And we're gonna cut from that. Make me the self check anyway. But we're gonna cut.
With advantage?
No. Shorezi's attention is in your direction.
Roll another intelligence saving throw.
Okay. If he takes damage, you will have advantage. So, not that you really need it. You got a stealth. Hey, he took damage. Please roll your mind sliver, please. I tell you, there's no such things as ghosts. And then he takes 8 psychic damage. Hooray. I think so too.
Does he believe now?
What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I'm clicking the show spell description button and that shit jumbles out.
Yeah, that's weird.
Strange. What spell are you guys doing for this?
We're looking at Mind Sliver. I've just never seen it before.
Yeah, in her message of Mind Sliver, it has like a little link for the spell description, but then it doesn't actually work.
Oh, I see it. I clicked it. Do you guys see it?
I see
I see it now.
I mean, works for you.
I guess it's because we actually don't have access to a character sheet, obviously.
That might be it.
Something like that.
That might be it. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. It has to be a GM thing. The more we learn. Cool. So he's like, I'll tell you, there's no such things as ghosts. Ah, motherfucker. Cool. You can re-roll that stealth and take the higher one, like you need it.
You could always crit.
You could always crit. But Shorazi comes in with that Barovian, and you are behind a door.
I'm stepping out with my books now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you heard Shorazi get mad. Yeah, 50. Yeah. Take your 28 stealth. You are behind a door, and Shorazi like comes in. You see him like holding his head and mother, and like swipe some blood from his nose, like something just happened to him. 8 psychic damage is nothing to sneeze at. He's like, mother, where's your ghost? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. It's like, so Seraphina, you can just quickly like hightail it out of here.
Have I made it out of the room when he says, "Where's your ghost?"
Yeah, you can get out of the room. You see Keskion across from you, carrying a bunch of books. Keskion, as you're leaving this room, there is a thump, thump, thump on the door. He's like, what's that? Hey, who? Oh, that's so funny. Move the bookcase. Hey.
I've already left.
Hey.
I'd like to cast minor illusion again to make it sound like it's coming from that corner that I was standing in when I originally cast it, and just say, "Yes, there is." Like when I get out of the room.
Okay. Here's what you see, right as you're leaving. Shorezi, in fact, yeah, you do it. Shorezi looks in the direction of that corner that you cast it at originally. He, like millisecond later, as he sees it, he quickly turns, punches towards that wall, and a jet of fire shoots out from his fist, and just coats that corner of the room. And it,
I want to mind sliver him again.
And he's like fucking ghosts.
Can we mind sliver him again?
There shall be a laugh from behind his shoulder. Just like,
Charles is going to mentally communicate to you. He's like, he's a little hot-headed. I don't want to get caught by that.
You'll be fine. You're not allergic to fire.
I guess I'm
allergic to fists.
Don't get hit.
Oh, I guess I'm seeing Seraphina like sort of like walk out. I'm gonna like sort of make a show of like struggling with the books and just kind of leaving the door open for a little bit.
Yeah. I'll also say this, given that you do wear cloaks and things, and Seraphina is known to hide underneath people's clothing, so Seraphina could.
That's a great idea.
Seraphina could absolutely just run to you.
All right.
Yeah, I'll hide in your cloak. Sneaky.
Little halfling gets in your robes.
All right.
Did Lucia get back to me and Valador?
Sure. What are you guys doing?
It didn't work. I have a question, like out of character.
Yeah.
When I cast Eldritch Blast, does it make a little boom sound?
There is some like a blast of some sort.
Do you hear the blast where I am, or do you hear the blast where it ends?
Both, because there is a blast of energy from your person, and then where it impacts.
I'd like to be.
It's definitely louder where it impacts.
Okay, I'd like to be far enough away. It's just like, I have an idea. Let me run it by you really quick. What if we destroyed the pavement in front of the door? Because he's not coming out. I told him that you were here.
I have an idea, though.
What's your idea?
What if I went to the door myself and,
I think we would immediately get into a fight.
I think that's the idea.
You're the only one with that idea.
I thought we were trying to kidnap him. We need him to come outside.
That was a means to an end so we could search the house.
Okay.
No, we also have to ask him because I doubt that he has it.
Okay, so like, I get him to answer the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Also, why are you in a bush, Velithar?
Are we making it out
Don't question my
before,
bush.
like while they're having this conversation?
Amy was still saying something.
yeah. Okay, so I get him out or get him to open the door, and then I say something like, "I'm not waiting," and tell him to meet me at a different location
Okay.
Why
where
would
the
he not-
innocents cannot be injured.
Why would he not just fight you right then and there?
Because there are villagers, and
He clearly did not care about them.
Because I told him that they were wolves, and he said, fuck you, and then slammed the door in my face.
I don't think he gives a shit.
Yeah. I had that. Can you get out of the bush, please? It's very weird to talk to a plant in this manner.
No.
All right.
okay, well, if he doesn't care, I'm just going to go out of hiding.
I'm gonna. Or if we're outside while they're talking about this, can I just run up and be like, "I got some. I got some." Because y'all need to hear this before you go execute that plan.
As you guys are approaching, so I'm gonna put Keskion and Serafina back at the doorway. As you guys are discussing your plans and Keskion and Serafina are making their way out of the room, there is a group of people that are approaching the manor. And you all see this at a distance very easily because they stick out in this dreadful realm of Barovia. People cloaked in bright, clean white robes and attire starts coming towards the manor. Some of them are fully cloaked, some are not. Some more wear it like a more like a white skirt or pants, whatever have you. You see, let me see if I can show you. So like people dressed like this guy,
Well, aren't you scary?
just like her, just like him. You see these individuals that have multiple tattoos on them. White clothing. These tattoos. They're the person with the mask. Like there's this like teal glow to them, and they're just quietly moving forward. The Barovians that see them kind of like move away, like in fear of them. Keskion, since you are there, and Serafina, you're mostly just keeping out of sight of things, so you don't really see what's going on. But you do see that Keskion, maybe her pacing like stops for a moment. Keskion, you're pretty much heading in the path of these people. Do you do or say anything to them?
I will simply step to as out of the way as possible and just bow my head low so they can't see my face with my hood over my head.
All right, yeah. You step aside, Serafina. You see that her pace has changed a little bit, so you like match, so you don't reveal yourself. You see that these people walk past you. One of them shows her their hand out with like a skull tattoo forward to you, and like, "Oh, Sibis, watch over you, child."
I just keep my head bowed low. Stay as quiet as a Barovian.
Mm-hmm. And then they walk past and just enter into the household with no announcement or anything. You just walk in.
Can I make a religion check on that particular deity?
Sure.
Because that's a new one to me. No.
Who knows who a Sibbis is?
You people and your fucking, like,
Bella
polytheistic religions.
Yeah, but just the fact that they're like it's almost blinding when you like in this gray Barovia that these very clean white robed people just stick out. You're like, oh god. But then like yeah, they walk past and yeah, they have multiple tattoos of various sorts, and I have a handout for them just to give you guys a better look at these people. Where are they? There they are. Boop. Show players.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. So one of them definitely has like a very like formed out of mist, kind of like a skeletal dog that just like walks next to him. But yeah.
They are calling the dog. I want to know if I can have one.
But yeah, like they have like this like weird mist that comes off of them a little bit. Kind of like if like you're very warm and then you get to like really freezing cold temperatures and people just steam a little bit. But yeah, it definitely has like a misty feel to it though. Yeah, and they just walk in. These priests of Sibbis, and they come in and whatever they do. Do you guys reconvene at this point? All right. So eventually, you guys reconvene. What have you?
I pull out the papers and be like, look what I found. Here.
You have them. You present the information that you've learned. Blah blah blah. Exposition.
So, sneaky good things.
Sneaky good things. I wasn't able to get Shirezi out, but I guess now that we know where the item we're all looking for is, it's not necessarily needed. However, like, there's no reason to actually let him live anymore since we know it's not in his possession nor on the property, because it sounds like it's in Strahd's castle.
I think it will be in Strahd's castle. I don't think he has given it up yet.
What makes you think he hasn't given it up yet if he's been in his service? For
Well,
over...
what was the exact
Everything
wording
he
on the
has
document
in the
again?
castle.
Strahd is holding on to the relic as collateral.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Sorry, back. Yeah.
It's like
My brain is ADHD.
Okay, it's all good. We're all there. Yeah, he's holding on to it for collateral, and after a year of service, he can go home. Strahd just wants to study this, because, yeah.
That's really, really bad.
So we have to go back to the castle to pick up the urn.
Yes, this is almost worst case scenario at this point. Almost. Worst case is he actually already figured it out.
So then, there's nothing wrong in getting rid of Shirezi at this point. No need to be stealthy about it. We know where the item is.
What's Osibius, by the way? I'm asking the groups, like, I have never heard of this deity.
Would I know what Osibius is?
Where did you hear that?
The only people that would have heard anything about this is Seraphina and Vale at the moment.
Okay.
On that, I'm like, where did you hear that name?
Those are their, what do you call them? Clerics? Priests? They look like the priests for them.
That's what they were. Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Why? Why is that not good?
Who were they?
You have to be less vague, Bill.
It's complicated.
Cliff's
It's
notes, please.
complicated.
Cliff's notes.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
make it simple. Should we kill them?
Sibis.
It's like, wait, you guys don't know what Cliff's notes. Keep the short version, please.
Okay. He's evil. He wanted immortality. Did a lot of bad shit. Became super evil. Made cult. Cult did some culty things, and then got weird, and then became another cult that did another thing, and they were against, but they're with, and they're bad. Very bad.
Krieg
Okay, to kill them.
speaks up. I understood all of that and none of that.
So they're bad, and bad people.
Can I explain it better? But I don't remember this being a thing. So, Dean, can you explain it better? I think with my knowledge that's no longer there because ADHD brain.
Okay, I understand that they're bad. Great. So bad people went into the house. We want to get a bad person out of the house. It sounds like we should just destroy the house.
I did trap Vasily in his study, by the way.
Did the letter mention the bit about the cult moving in?
I
Did
think
say something
I
about
think
that
I
earlier.
briefly remember hearing that.
Yeah, there was some documentation that like the priests of Osibis, or rather, in the contract it's just listed as Osibis, were moving into the village of Barovia, and that they're a benefactor of Vasily.
There's 5 of them, 6 of us. I think we can outnumber them.
I look at Ferda and I nod, and I want to cast Eldritch Blast like right here. I don't want to destroy anything like building wise. I just want to make a very loud sound at the front.
It's not.
I actually want to see if
don't.
there's a way I can sort of mimic setting a building, or basically I want to do arson without leaving traces of arson.
We don't want to fight them. We don't
Okay.
want to do that. How many priests walked? How was the group?
Lucia, your Eldritch Blast is going, and I'm pausing it halfway to ask the question: how are you doing arson without arson?
Yeah, how does that work?
I basically I want to make it look like an accident.
Okay, I can.
That's all.
I can respect that answer.
You want to start a fire from a distance?
We didn't start the fire.
You didn't.
I'm glad someone said it.
The world was turned.
Yeah, it's like before you like started the whole Eldritch Blasting, it's like they're all here, arson, and Vasily's trapped, which means we might know where Shorezi will be. You know,
Fire. Kill him, though.
fire won't kill him, but we can definitely cause panic for the villagers.
Oh,
Guess
I-
what will happen from there?
I don't-
They won't be here. And everyone else we need to take care of is.
And I don't want to kill the villagers, so I didn't fireball the estate because that was my first thought.
Yeah. So, what in your arsenal can you do to make fire then, Tim?
I have
So-
minor illusion.
You can do an illusionary fire.
I'm just trying to think of what.
I could do fire.
Did
I
I see
mean-
any trace of like a simple like wine cellar or something like that?
Nope. You're purely in the main floor.
Gotcha.
But like a lot of it is wood, and very flammable.
What modern accoutrement might I have for this?
Oh, that's what you're going for.
I'm thinking like all my options right now.
Flare gun.
I mean, I can make it look like the house is on fire a little bit, and then do cast a sound, or like someone yelling fire from somewhere else.
I think minor illusion is too short range to aid in this long distance.
It's 30 feet, I think.
30 feet is very close distance.
If
And
I could get the house
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yep.
He used Fire Fist earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fire Nazi.
He launched it at the wall,
At a stone wall.
at a stone wall. What about the roof above it?
It was a quick burst, not enough to like start a fire.
How does he know that?
Nothing's on fire right now.
Yet.
Basically,
I'm thinking, You see what I'm going for?
Okay. He didn't start the fire, but you will start the fire for him. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see what you're dishing.
All right. I'm assuming you relayed to us like the whole display in there. I think I maybe heard a little bit of it. Maybe I saw a flash through the doorframe. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
I want to try and find a spot on that side of the building, and look for a spot on the roof where I can set a fire.
Okay.
And I might need your guys' help on setting a fire because I can't think of anything right now.
Okay.
And all my spells are about swords.
So, a lot of talk has happened. Lucia, you shot your Eldritch Blast right in front of the door frame. And just this streak of purple shoots out, and a small little crater of stone is there, and that draws some attention as the Barovians kind of like gather, like what the like. Curious, like what was that?
And I'm just going to start moving around to the other side of the building.
Okay, yeah. Barovians are coming out to like investigate, like what was that noise?
So we need a fire on the roof, right?
Yes. I'm just like quickly motioning you guys. It's like kind of like this direction.
I'm going with Keskion.
I'm going to
Still hiding.
I am going to try to hide and get within 130 or 120 feet. And then
Man, didn't anticipate this to be a battle, man.
yeah.
So here's what we'll do.
I don't
Here's what we'll do. Just to like make things a little easy. Let's clear all turns. Yep. Oh man, that kept from like last time. Can I just have initiative from everybody? Just to
It's like we don't want to go into combat immediately, but
I'm still trying to figure out why are we planning on combat? If we got the information we need, we could just leave.
This initiative is just to determine an order of things, because like a lot of people are trying to do stuff. Make sure you click on your token.
You want me to roll again? Because I definitely didn't click on the
Yeah.
token.
I will add you guys manually. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Lucia, turn. Lucia, you had 15.
Mhm.
I think that's actually technically Keskion's initiative, but that's whatever.
Hmm?
What? Or no, the one that rolled for Krieg is actually for Keskion for the wall.
Done to go into your same turn.
Yeah, it goes immediately afterward. That's right.
It's fine.
Okay.
Corey, you are 15. 13. That is everybody here.
Classic.
And I'm just gonna add Shora's name to this index. As like general, this is what the group is doing. All right, cool. So descending order. Boop. So, what is the current plan? What are y'all? Serafina, what are you doing in this moment? And these are
Being tiny.
These are not like combat turns, like not 6-second kind of things. Just like, what are you guys doing? And we're just gonna go in order.
I'm being tiny, and I'm gonna hide under Keskion's robes.
All right.
and follow him around just in case I need to cause a distraction for him.
All right. Her.
Her, but yes.
Her, yes, sorry,
It's all
Tim.
good. Cool. You are doing the sneakies. House. The house is starting to like. The Barovians are just looking around like they're confused at this sudden noise. They seem to be like suspicious and maybe a little frightened because they don't know what the fuck happened. You don't see that the priests of Osiris come out or anything from your vantage point. I'll say for Charles, since Lucia, you have you have to actively look through Charles's line of sight.
I do.
But he can communicate to you telepathically.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not going to move anything inside the house because you don't have any line of sight to it.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
he does communicate to you that it's like hot boys coming to the door.
I have
following
an
you.
idea.
I am in pursuit.
I'm figuring everything he says.
All right, so he's following, and I'm not going to move him at the moment. Ferda.
If I can kind of hide from everyone else, but be within 120 feet of the roof, if that's possible.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm going to
I
do.
feel like I need a bigger map. Give me a second. I wonder what this does if I change the map. Alright, okay, so it expands from the top left. You know what? We will go with this. Sorry. Just so I can have the map be accurate, how far are people trying to be from the manor? 120 feet? 70? So I'm just going to keep adding squares. And you know what? I'm just going to make it 60 more feet.
I think Lucia would be like, feel like we're a good distance away that we can hide behind a tree if we need to, and Velathor's in a bush, so like there's foliage.
Mm-hmm. I am.
I like my bush.
You do.
I'm making this.
Watching the magic in real time.
Whoa. Just so it's not a blinding white thing for you guys. All right.
Sergio, I have a real life question.
Yes.
What do you want to eat for dinner?
I'm good with anything.
Souls of children.
We will order something in 15 minutes. While we walk Rain, because she needs to go out. I know, I'm hungry too. Damn you, train. Well, we're gonna ignore the train for now. Please.
Me three, I'm hungry. Who's ordering?
Please
food?
position yourselves where you guys want to be, real quick. And you're just that far away. We will worry about environments later. I will add things between now and next session because apparently we're starting with combat or something's going on. We will see.
We're burning down the house.
Yep.
I'm causing distractions out front.
Okay. Ferdo's over there. Vale, is that where you want to be?
Mhm.
All right. Lucia, you are. Everyone's where they want to be right now?
Yes. As
I mean, I'm assuming we started like at the front of the door, so I was just moving towards where I saw Shorezi lose his temper. I guess Ferda's ran ahead of us.
Yeah.
I guess I'm with Ferda.
Yeah, Shorezi was
Because this is my plan.
Yeah, Shorezi was in the top right corner of this house.
It's like, I need to set fire to the roof. How do we do? And then you suddenly do whatever.
So
You grab them.
all right,
You grab
so-
him.
so n- all
Or
right.
grab her. And stretch her
Map's
on.
done. Ferda, you are in range. What do you do?
Yes, I've got my cloak over my arm.
You do.
And I do firebolt on the roof.
All right. I'm just gonna tell you right now. If you cast firebolts with your cloak over your hand, you're going to burn your cloak. There is no. I'm hiding a gun behind my.
Okay.
Silence your cloak.
I will tell those with me. Can you close your eyes, please? And then, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it.
All right. So, Keskion, Serafina.
Never mind the cloak.
Yeah, never mind the cloak. Because you're asking a very suspicious question for them. They're like, why? Like, all right. So Ferda pulls back her cloak that she's been hiding her right arm for a bit, and just to show her art again, her new art. Her right arm is entirely red, scaly. There's long black claws that emit to the end of it. You haven't seen this arm at all since dinner. It's up to half of her bicep. It's melted into her a bit, and she aims her hand out, a ball of fire and creates from it and just shoots out a firebolt. That's hits the house and it catches fire, starts to catch fire somewhere, and we will do a fire thing. In fact, I'm gonna go.
You're a half-orc barbarian,
I'm
right?
gonna do fire. That's a 20. Oop.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Things happen in Barovia.
Yeah, I wake up here
That's a vague
sometimes.
statement. Things happen here.
Cool.
I can think of several
so
possibilities, but
you're
yeah.
starting a fire, and I'm just gonna remember that it's been some rounds of fire. Yeah, it's been one round of fire at the moment. So you catch a small bit of the house on fire. In post,
Yes.
I'm gonna start adding little fire tokens everywhere to just represent the spread of fire. So at the moment, I would like to know where's your fire?
It would be in this room, right? If this is the one.
Yeah, Keskion would have let me know where to aim, right?
The general
no,
location, just
or where
remembering
we need-
where it was. Yeah, it'd be somewhere around that location-ish.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, that's where I saw the flashlight.
Yeah. So I'm
All
just
right.
gonna- there's a small bit of fire right here, and it's not. Unfortunately, and this is a thing that you guys are not going to learn a bit. You know how I used to love all my animated GIFs, tokens, and things? Roll20 does not support that anymore. So
Really?
Yeah.
I've been seeing it animate.
Oh, I don't think I've shown you yet, but in the earlier days of Curse of Strahd, I had a lot of animated spell tokens and things. They were fun. If I do this though, you guys see it. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But on the map itself, it's stationary. So oh,
No, I'm seeing it animate on the map.
Nothing.
you see it animate on the map?
Yeah.
You look so suppressed.
I don't see it. What the fuck?
It's not for you, it's for us.
Fine.
I mean,
It's literally animating on my map.
No,
Yes.
you're ruining my layout.
He's showing you that it's moving.
I know,
look.
but I'm recording, and now I have an extra little box. I trust that you see it, and I trust everyone else sees it. I'm glad you all are enjoying the fruits of my labor.
I don't see anything.
Off your stream.
Yeah, turn off your stream, please.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you. It's the recording is all fucked up. All right. Cool. So, all right. All right. So fire started to there. Cool. Keskion Krieg. A fire has been started.
So, from what I understand, makeup remover is very flammable.
Yes. It depends on the kind.
I see Sergio already
Yeah,
knows what
yeah.
I'm talking about here. I'm
It just,
gonna grab one
I
of
love that you're the modern adventurer in a D&D setting. So like the curveballs you throw at me with real life physics is great. Continue.
It's nail polish remover. Nail polish remover is more flammable.
So
polish
since
is
I
definitely
in
more
fact
flammable.
have a disguise / makeup kit, it does obviously have makeup remover because I'm a modern girl after all.
You gotta get rid of that black nail polish somehow.
Yep. So I'll just grab one of those vials, or maybe one or two of those vials, and I'm going to help that fire along a bit.
How are you getting it there?
Creek, throw this.
How do you have did you just buy vials? Like these vials didn't come in your makeup kit, I would assume.
This is from my makeup kit, so this is actually straight up my makeup kit like vials.
Weaponizing a disguise kit.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm weaponizing the disguise kit basically.
Perfect. Make me a. This is a.
Everything comes in plastic, but okay.
It depends.
No. Not when it comes to like removers. They don't put them in glass bottles.
Well, then it's in a plastic bottle. Whew.
I can quickly make a Molotov cocktail out of it then. I can get a strip of bandage, light it on fire, and have Creek throw the Molotov cocktail.
Wind up. Have Krieg make me an attack.
Why can't I open up my character sheets? Ah, damn it. Give me a second.
No problem. You know what? Fuck it. It's there. The fire's not bigger. I'm not gonna mess you guys. It's fun.
Okay.
The fire's bigger. Cool. Neat.
I'm
Yep,
gonna cast the minor illusion, but the sound of someone yelling fire far away from us. I will, as 30 feet away from us, as far as possible.
All right. When we get to your turn, we will do that. Lucia.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all good.
I know that they're causing panic on this side of the house, so I want to cause more panic on this side to like really split it up, because I know they're going to be running out soon. I'm going to put another or Eldritch Blast like here near a villager, but not like close enough to hit them. Just to like spook them.
The only thing I'll say is that they will see the Eldritch Blast coming since they're outside now.
Are they looking out the hole though? Like, are they paying attention?
They are just commoners, so maybe they're not the most intelligent, but if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm just saying that if they're outside, they will probably see a bolt coming at them.
That's fine.
Okay, if that's
like,
fine.
I could do shatter, but like I'd kill people because villagers don't have high HP.
No. Okay, so more blasting to scare them.
Yeah, like I just want to scare them.
Right.
Like I don't want to hurt anyone.
You cast Eldritch Blasts in their general direction. More stone ruptures around them. They are shaken and panicked.
I do that. I turn into another Barovian villager and I come running out of the woods like in panic.
All right. What do you say? What do you do?
I'm just screaming. I'm like, run! That kind of thing.
Gotcha. I'm gonna give you a little.
Does this town have like a warning bell or something like they would ring if there's like a fire?
If this is a more established town, yes.
Damn it.
They
Because I would totally ask Anna to like make that like ringing sound.
Yeah, like this is the most social time the Barovians have had. So
Ever.
Yeah. So you come out. You are screaming things. Can you make me a deception check, please?
I get advantage because they're kind of spooked.
Actually, make this intimidation because like you're effectively scaring them.
I get advantage because they're already spooked.
Sure. With the previous ones, I'll give you that for now.
Wunderbar. Thank you.
Not that you needed it, but you come in
Not that I need
streaming bloody fire. And yeah, the Barovians look towards you like, oh no, and just they're scared. They start smelling the smoke that's coming through the air. Do you want Charles to do anything?
I want Charles to.
And again, where Charles is, where Shorezi is not exactly where they are, because you don't have a line of communication. You don't have a line of sight of what's going on.
I don't have sight. I want Charles to. Did Shorezi, he failed his last save, right?
Yeah, but it's been a while, so it's not like he's kept that D4.
And I can't cast again through Charles, right?
Currently, no. You Eldritch Blast this turn.
Okay. I want him to chuckle softly in Shirezi's ear and then fly away.
He'll do that, and you'll hear it through your own head of just like fucker, and then he'll fly away. And he'll just mentally tell you, he's like, you know what? No, Shirezi's gonna make an attack with a disadvantage because he heard a noise behind him.
He smelled like Charles's breath, like
Charles'
sickeningly
Charles'
sweet.
AC is 13 with disadvantage. He got 12, so he'll fly away, still invisible, still unharmed. And he's like, "Bitch, missed me."
Did we see another light like through the windows or something?
No, this was just a swing.
Okay.
He heard something like next to his ear, and luckily Charles did not get hit. Cool. I'm just gonna move Charles over here, and Vale, seeing your group commence chaos and arson.
I stay in my bush.
I will remember to give you a bush next time.
Thanks.
And since it's now 9 o'clock,
Time for dinner.
time for dinner. This is where we'll wrap up, and this is where we'll pick up part 2. Here's where we will wrap things up for now, as you guys are watching this happen. You see the Barovians starting to like run around, screaming fire. Lucia, you're close enough that you hear Vasily going, "Hey, get me out of here! I do not want to burn!" Motherfucker!
Okay.
Lucia, you see, just north of you, this window break. As I'm just gonna remove that window. Oh, the window's already removed. Sweet. You see a chair thrown out the window. It shatters. Vasily stumbles out of it to here. And yeah, he looks in your general direction, but doesn't like know it's you. But he comes out. He is annoyed. Some of his clothing got a little cut up by the glass, and he's just like, "I just am making this a home. What the fuck is going on?" You start to see the white cloaked figures, the priest of Osibis, starting to come out. Rather like not shocked or scared or anything, just they walk out and like look up, kind of like bystanders they would see, like, oh, the fire department's here, and they just look at a house. And yeah, they just look. That's all they really do. This fire is going on in the eastern section, and Keskion, Serafina, Ferda, you guys can see. Let me see. Does he do a thing with? trying to see what can you do. You can. Okay. Okay, cool. That spell can do this. You start to see that the fire starts going down a little bit, as if like something is making the fire like not exactly implode on itself, but like kind of like the flames are being drawn in magically. Something's controlling it to like just come down a bit. It's not exactly working entirely given the alcohol that was thrown onto it. But the thatching of the roof is burning, but something is magically making it move. Charles communicates to you, Lucia, that it's like, oh, Hot Boy's making the flames go down. If you had line of sight to Charles, you see Shirazi would be like doing like some fire bending to like make the fire go out. And with that, we will pick up next time as the arsonists make their way through the section and try to make things dead.
I was not planning on using a disguise kit the way I have so far.
Yeah. Fascinating. Sweet.
I'm just talking to the bush next to me. I have no part in this. I have no part in this. I have no part in this.
Till next time.
Thank you for the impromptu D&D sesh.
No problem. We will see where this goes next time. Hooray.
Just a quick question though, does it seem like the Barovians were kind of just like vacating the area, or just like running around in circles?
They backed away because they heard fire. Weird explosions were happening around them, so they're creeped out. They don't really seem to be like, oh, let's go help, because most likely the case is that these Barovians were part of the mob that like trashed the place too, so they most likely are going to run away unless Vasily tells them to help, because he's their new burgomaster.
Gotcha. So it is basically the effect that we were going for. Cool.
More or less, yeah.
I have to go feed my dog, so I'm gonna peace
I gotta
out,
feed my
y'all.
girl.